Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is part 2 of my declutter video, my makeup decluttering video, and yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So next up is my contour palette by Anastasia. This is the light medium. If you watched my how to contour my nose tutorial, you see that I abused the yellow shade quite well. And also the middle shade for the contour as well. This is definitely in my holy grails. This is a perfect contouring color. I also use the bronzer as well, but we'll get to that later. So if you watch my contouring tutorial, I also use this to put some highlight on my nose. I use these top two colors and just to mix it. The other two, they're a bit too dark for me. I guess whenever I'm more tanned, I could use that for the rest of my body or something. But I like this because you have 4 highlights and 2 contour shades, and everything's in one palette instead of going back and forth, in case you're ever on the go. And my other palette is the Anastasia Cream Contour. Now, when I got this, I basically only got it for the contour, the cream contour, sorry. I barely used the banana shade. Back then I thought that, hey, maybe I should get the contour kit because you have the contour highlight colors that will complement it better, but then we ended up just using a lighter shade for our highlights, and yeah, or we ended up using a lighter concealer shade for our highlights. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about right now. I'm so tired. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna keep this, even though I only use like the middle shade. It's still pretty good right now. I'm hoping there's a 12-month shelf life on this. But I'm hoping it's still good. I don't know when I got this, but it should be less than 12 months, but it is kind of reaching that mark. I guess the moment it starts to smell, then I'll throw it out. Okay, we're gonna get those eyeshadows later. I still see some palettes. Okay, so this is the, what is this? Real Her Be Fearless, Be Limitless Blush Kit. This is also a BoxyCharm palette, and you have all these blush shades, and I have not touched one of them because it is not really calling my name, so in the pile you go. So this was one of the ones in the subscription that I did not really like too much because these colors I will never ever use, and I don't go to Digital Dreams or Veld or anything like that, like those music festivals. These shades, they're beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I'm never going to use them as highlights on my face. Even as eyeshadows, I'm not really going to use it because I have other shades, and to me they feel kind of chalky. Like, they have some pigment there, but I don't know, it just feels chalky to me, and it kind of feels like the Rimmel eyeshadow again, so it's not gonna do anything for my eyes. So there you go. I got some samples there. What is this? Estee Lauder. Who knows, maybe I'll end up using you one of these days. Okay, so next I have a pair of MAC lashes. Now, I got this as a gift, and I don't know, like, I feel like this doesn't really suit me too much, so I kind of want to put this in the bad pile. Now, I kind of mentioned where I had an eyeshadow palette where I had some shadows since high school. Bad of me, and there's some colors that I still kind of use. So this is my MAC palette from a long time ago. This was Carbon. I think this, and I forgot what color that was, but it was like a charcoal kind of color. Those were one of my first 2 when I was in high school. And then I got this green color, the gold, Bamboo was supposed to, and I can't even speak. Bamboo, I was disappointed in that one because it kind of looked like the same shade as my skin tone, but then later on I figured, hey, that should be a nice like basic color. Just to even out my lid. I did a lot of green eyes back in high school. I used rice paper, I used Tetin for as like a transition. So I still use some of these colors, but this particular shade, I forgot what it's called. I think I could lift you up. Will you depart? Oh, there we go. So this particular shade, Shimmer Moss, I used this when I was in grade 12 for my prom because I had like a Tiffany blue type of color and I used that color. I think it's safe to say that I should throw that away because I haven't used that shade in a long time and it kind of looks like there's no color. Oh no, never mind. There's still color payoff, but I don't know if it's still safe for me to use around the eyes, and I don't think there's ever a time I'm going to be using that color. But I feel like with the moment I throw that color away or any of these shades away, that there's going to be an occasion where I am going to use it and I'm going to slap myself in the face going, what the heck? But it's also expired, so I'm kind of torn. I might need some more time just to think about these shades in particular, even though some of you are probably thinking, throw it away! But yeah, is the what if in me, and yeah, sorry guys. So on to, I guess, some of the goodies here. So I don't know where to start. Okay, so this color, I got this as a gift. What do you call it? Try Me On. This is a Dazzle Shadow by MAC. It's a pretty color, but I'm never ever going to use this. Not to my knowledge, but there's a good chance I'm never going to use this, so I'm going to put that aside. ColourPop. I got this the same time I got the what's it, Golden State of Mind palette. The colors online for this one, it looked a lot different than I imagined. I thought it would be more greeny brown, but it's brown with like purpley shimmer, and yeah, it's an ultra glitter. There's a chance I may use this, so I'm gonna keep this aside just in case, but who knows. This one, this is All That Glitters. Definitely gonna keep you. I do use you. This one is called Fashion. It was in a collection. I don't remember the collection. However, I haven't used you in years, so this is an old shadow. If you are a MAC fanatic and you remember the shade Fashion in one of the collections and remember how long ago it was, I still have it, and that is not a good thing, so I'm gonna put you away. And also, I don't think I'm ever going to use you. This was another collection from MAC. It's called Firecracker. This is a corally type of color. It's very bright. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I think I was considering doing some sort of look and I got this color, but it is a bright red. A reddish orange, and I'm never going to use this. I think I used it maybe 2 times, and that was about it. This I also got as a gift. This is supposed to be a foiled shadow. Now I know foiled shadows are best applied with your fingers, but even with my fingers, I don't know, it doesn't really do anything for my eyes. Like, it looks nice when you like swatch it, but when you swatch it or anything, it doesn't really translate too well. It's just like a bunch of glitter. Like if I show you guys, I just did it on my arm, it's just a bunch of glitter. And as much as I would like to keep that, this doesn't do anything for me. This is the Laura Mercier mineral powder, I think. Yep, mineral powder in classic beige. I should definitely throw this out because this is I forgot what this is from. I think it's like my mid-20s or something like that. I guess I was 24, 25. I was a lot darker back then, and I did not really use foundation as well. I just put this all over my face, and I was a lot darker or tan back then, and I also thought this was my shade in the winter too. Don't know why, but I should really throw this out because it is really expired, so in the menu go. Next up, the Cover FX Shimmer Veil. I'm definitely keeping you. I kind of want to do some looks with you, so I'm definitely keeping you. Same thing with the Estee. It is a fluid metal eyeshadow. I kind of want to do some looks with you as well. This is a lip scrub from my BoxyCharm subscription from Pure. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm definitely keeping you. The lip pencil in Soar. Now, I don't really use you too often because I don't think the color really flatters me, but I will still keep anyways. I don't think it expired yet. Is there an expiration for lip pencils? I don't know, someone tell me in this comment section below. I keep a eyeshadow brush in here because I can't put it in there for obvious reasons. The Anastasia's Liquid Matte Lipstick. What shade are you in? So you are Pure Hollywood. Now I got 2 of these. The first one I had a long time ago, and I used a good amount of it, but then I realized that the color did not really suit me too well, and I opened this one for whatever reason, and I used it maybe twice and realized the color did not suit me at all. Maybe I just grew up and have a different look now, but back then I would always wear this color. I don't know why, but I know that this is expired now and I have to throw you out. So these are my Makeup Forever Starlit Liquids. Fun fact about these, actually, you could use them as highlights. Did not know that, but I would prefer to use them as eyeshadows. I haven't really used these too much, but I will keep them in case there's a special occasion that I would need to. But yeah, and these guys, if you were an OG MAC person, you would know that they don't make these giant pigments anymore. Like, they made them a lot smaller, and I think they kept it at the same price too. Like back then, what did you get back then? You got 7.5 grams back then. Now I think it was like, what, half of that or something, and they kept it the same price. Or maybe it's cheaper, I don't know, but still, like, you got a lot in here. And I know I should throw these out because some of them are a bit expired, but I do love them. And the fact that they don't even make it in this size anymore, it kind of makes me sad a little bit. This was my favorite color, and it was like Cocoa Motion. So this is like a bronzy kind of color, and depending on the light, it would change color. This was my favorite. I still kind of use this every so often for like just a one color overall on the lid. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep these for the next little bit. Forgot to mention about this one. So this one is called Bounce Round. This is a soft serve shadow. I do kind of like this, but at the same time, it's kind of difficult to really use this. So this is supposed to be like a bouncy shadow. I usually apply this with my fingers, but what I've noticed that even with my fingers, it would just go off of my fingers, but it would not translate the same way on my lids. Like, it just straight up shine. There will be no color payoff at all, and I really do like this color. Like, you can see there's color payoff on my finger, but it doesn't translate on my hand, and it's a little frustrating. Even when I used a eyeshadow brush, it doesn't even do the same way. So I might have to give that up, even though I really love that color, and I went through so much trouble just to find that shade as well. I think they also discontinued it, and yeah, so unfortunately this has to go in the bad bin. So I do have a Wet n Wild face primer. I still have a bit left in here, so that's why I still have it. If you're looking for a inexpensive alternative to your primers where it fills in your pores and it brightens and does all the stuff here, try this. This is really, really good, and I believe it's like $5-6 or something. Best primer, best inexpensive primer ever. So down here I have my lip balm, and this is the Girl Lactic Beauty lip paint. I believe I got this on a BoxyCharm subscription again, and this is not really my color. I think I tried on one on my video last time, and I kind of looked crazy, so you're just gonna go right there, just there. So I have a little bit more space. Oh yes, and floss. We all need to floss. So, but yeah, I think I have a lot more space in here now, so that's a good thing. I can move some stuff over. And so I'm just gonna organize this a little bit, and we'll move on to the next drawer.